Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. It's all in the news these days about the six planets conjunction on February 10th and 11th, where major planets like Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Venus and Moon are all coming together in the sign of Capricorn. Now Jupiter and Saturn, as we all know, have been in close proximity to the Sun, which we call combustion. When planets become combust, it loses its innate power to deliver its results. That's what is combustion. Now, Sun will be moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius, which brings Jupiter and Saturn out of this combustion. But now, Venus will be moving into Aquarius on February 14th. Now, Venus will be joining the Sun, which is already in Aquarius, making Venus combust. Now here, I will focus on Venus today, and I'll explain how Venus going combust can affect each and every sign. We all know February 14th happens to be Valentine's Day, and Venus is going to go combust the very same day. Sorry, I'm giving out bad news for all the young people who celebrate Valentine's Day with the love of their life. So for all the young lovebirds this year, it may not end up as you thought it will be. But however, let me explain what Venus is. Venus is basically a benefic planet, and it is also a feminine planet. Now Venus represents anything that is materialistic, anything a person is fascinated about, that is Venus. For example, if you look at a person and you say, wow, that person looks so attractive, and you take a second look at that person, and there's a flutter in your stomach after looking at that person, and that is Venus right there. So Venus represents anything that is beauty, fashion, jewelry, and anything sparkly, just to give you an example. Now, another example I can give you is you look at your friends, they buy in something, and then you want to buy that, and you didn't have any plans to spend your money on anything that you didn't want, and that is basically Venus. So anything materialistic thing or anything like jewelry, etc., represents Venus. So you got the idea of it. Now Venus's impact on you could come in many different ways. Like generally, when benefic planets like Jupiter and Venus are combust, any Mangalic event, meaning any events that are considered good or shubh, is not generally undertaken. Because it is combust with the Sun, the outcome of any good events you're planning may not be that good. Now Venus will be in Capricorn, and then it will move into Aquarius, and then on to Pisces, and then on to Aries. So Venus will be combust almost until April 28th. So until then, if you can put off any good events you're planning, usually it may take about 4 or 5 days to wean off the effects of the combustion. So give it 5 more days after 28. So delaying your marriage, engagement ceremony, or property buying, or if you're moving into a new house, or doing a housewarming ceremony or any other good events, postpone it if you can until after the 30th. Also for people who have their own businesses, if you're planning on redecorating your business office and planning to spend money on redecoration, should be careful until April 30th. But if you still go ahead and do these expenditures, you will end up spending more money than you would have wanted to spend on sprucing up the business office for it to look more beautiful. Plus the satisfaction you get after having spent that extra money, that will not be there. So those who are generally inclined towards being materialistic, they tend to forget the spiritual side of life, generally speaking. So when Venus gets activated in your chart, you will tend to be a bit more materialistic. But rather, if you are aware of this, then you may want to look into looking at the spiritual aspect of life, just to balance it out. Here I will try and quickly go through how Venus going combust will impact each of the 12 signs. I will try and give you some highlights. Now the first is Aries. You may find that money that you had allotted or assigned to spend on your children on your children's activity could end up being blocked. And if you are investing in stock market, do not go with your gut feeling and start investing impulsively based on your gut feeling. And if you can hold off investing huge sums of money, then you will end up not losing your money. So profiting is generally out of question here during this period. Of course, between April 1st and 28th, you can continue planning about how you will go about investing and any preparation you need to do to start investing after April 30th. That is okay to do. In summary, for Aries, don't expect any financial gain to happen through stock market investments from February 14th to April 30th. You may not achieve your financial profit goal, and sometimes we are so goal oriented and think only about doing our karma, meaning we think we need to keep doing our work and not think about any results. Taurus, you will be spiritually oriented during this period. Jupiter, Saturn and Venus, when they are together, they do not let you be materialistic at this time anyways. So as Taurus ascendant, you will enjoy being lonely and get the happiness through being alone instead of being with the in a crowded place. Gemini, you will end up having baseless fears during this period. You may end up worrying about losing all that you have worked hard to earn thus far in your life, and just don't let that fear take over you, as this is a baseless fear. You will have to be careful about unnecessary expenses that might come your way this period. Also be mindful of your speech at this time, as it is likely to spoil your relationship with close family and friends. Cancer, your ability to convince people in your business related activities may be less than desirable at this time. Do not be arrogant in your business dealings, and do not doubt your ability to move forward in your business. You will find success. Next is Leo. If your work is travel related and you're just beginning your work in that field, you will have some doubts about whether this is going to take off well. Don't doubt it, just go ahead, and you will need to be a bit careful about your health related issues at this time, and especially if you're already diabetic, then you need to be careful. You will need to be careful of what you say to your enemies at this time, as your enemies may take those words seriously and may hold some grudges against you. Also, the relationships you have taken pains to develop and strengthen in the past, make sure you overlook their small irrational mistakes and don't make it something too big or too serious, and you need to do everything possible to maintain and preserve those relationships you worked hard for. Next is Virgo. You need to be careful again in investing anything huge in stock markets. If at all you want to do, then do small amounts and try and preserve your earned money at this time as far as possible. This is definitely not a time to take any risks. If you've been planning to meet new people in your life, be it business related, in education field, or even in your personal life, forge ahead boldly and go meet them, and do not second guess and give excuse to not go and meet that person, because you are meant to meet that person. Next is Libra. Do not compare yourself with others at this time, and be confident of your own ability to put in that hard work necessary to achieve all the things that you want. This is the best time to put your best foot forward and work harder than ever before. But don't sidetrack yourself looking at other people as to how they have achieved this and that, and don't doubt about why you haven't, and be sure of your own abilities. Now, next is Scorpio. You will be fighting with luck during this period. Again, investments in share market or stock market should be avoided if possible. And if you were planning to go abroad for higher education because your friend is going and maybe that will not work for you. Stay out of any fascination about just going abroad for the sake of, unless you have a good reason. Now, Sagittarius, this will be a financially profitable period for you. You may see yourself dragged into helping your friends financially out of your goodness, but if you're not careful, you will see yourself making money and spending that money on your friends, and this can keep going in loop or in a circle where you will find it difficult to come off. Because of this vicious cycle, you may end up getting frustrated and getting out of your friend circle. Capricorn, this time for all you Capricornians, it will be a time of hard work. As all you know, many planets are conjunct in Capricorn right now, so watch out for any unnecessary expenses at this time. Control your mind. Explain to your family and children that you need to restrict expenditure at this time. Plan about where you can cut corners and let them know that it is a time of hardships, and they will understand. They will appreciate your being honest with them. Now, Aquarius, you know that it is a time of hard work for all of you, and you have a good balance of knowing what being materialistic means and where you need to put that hard work and sweat it out. You will move forward with that determination during this period. Now, next is Pisces. Avoid speculations at any cost. Also be careful about your expenditures. Don't assume anything if you're investing in stock markets. Be very calculative at this time where it concerns your holding on to your earned money. Avoid changing jobs at this time if you can avoid. So this was basically the summary of how Venus going combust will have an impact on each of the 12 signs. Hope you find this useful. I really enjoyed talking to you, and will bring more videos on new other topics soon. And if you like to hear about any particular topic, please comment below and I will be happy to do that video for you. So until next, stay safe and have fun, and thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, and bye for now.